Hey, it's Christine. Wanted to also share the next part of my manifestation journey that really blew my mind and made me even more confident that, wow, I really do have control over what's going on here. Oh, and I also wanted to mention in the last video, I talked about how I did Kathleen Cameron's 6-month mastermind program. And I made a lot of money while I was doing that program, but I didn't explain like how much money. So I wanted to go over that. When I first joined the program, I was making a salary of 130,000 a year. So pretty good, making the 6 figures. And then during the program, I was expecting to get my annual bonus as well, which was supposed to be about 15,000 to 17,000. And I instead got 20,000, which was a big surprise to me and very excited about that because my boss really liked my work ethic and thought I deserved it. As well as I ended up getting a new job that brought me to 150,000 salary. So I got a $20,000 bonus. I got a $20,000 increase in my salary. And then also while I was doing my bikini prep, I manifested 4 or 5 new clients, and I don't remember exactly how much I made there, but probably like 1,000 or so, maybe a little over 1,000 extra. So, and the program for Kathleen Cameron's program was I invested 10,000. So I definitely made that back and some more, I would say. So it just goes to show you that when you surround yourself with people who also believe in themselves, like Kathleen Cameron went from 80,000 a year to 1 million in 6 months, just being around her energy and hearing her talk about money and how to change your self-concept so that you become that version of you that already makes more money, and then your world reflects that. So I didn't become a millionaire, but I'm on my way. working towards that. But definitely a lot more money coming in. And her program was definitely life-changing. I learned so much in there and learned so much about myself. That's the key. Wow, when you really are aware of your thoughts and your self-concept and what you can do and how you can change your self-concept, and also be aware of that. I guess people call it ego, but it's just, to me, it's a habitual pattern of thoughts that have been around for a long time that like they're so comfortable and they come right in. You're like, wait, no. We don't want to think this way anymore. Yeah, those habitual ones are tricky. Anyway, so then I met Sammy Ingram. I will post her YouTube channel below. She is also a big Neville Goddard fan, although she's kind of drifted away from Neville Goddard and she's kind of doing her own philosophies now, which is kind of cool. And she made, because Neville Goddard is very complex. Like you read his books and every sentence, you could have a discussion about every sentence he writes in his books. So they're very in depth and a little hard to read. Although I shouldn't say that because that's a limiting belief. They're easy to read. It just takes time to really take in the breadth of what he's capturing in his words. He's very intelligent. Sammy Ingram took Neville Goddard's methods and said, I'm going to simplify them so that people really get this. And she said, the thing that has helped her the most with manifesting is affirmations, because it's the thoughts that we have that manifest, right? And the other thing about like law of attraction is they say, oh, you attract what you are. Like you have to vibrate to the calibration of your desire. Like that seems so really complex to understand what you're supposed to do. So Sammy's like, let's just keep it easy. Just pick a phrase of the desire you want. Say, I want to be at my goal weight. And instead of saying, I want to be at my goal weight, say, I am at my goal weight. And repeat that as much as you can throughout the day. Like while you're doing the dishes, I'm at my goal weight. I'm at my goal weight. I'm at my goal weight. I'm always at my goal weight. It's so easy to be at my goal weight. I'm always at my goal weight. And then like when you're driving in the car or you're just doing like tasks that don't require you to do, too much thinking, or go on a walk and just think about what it's like to be at your goal weight. I'm always at my goal weight. I'm always at my goal weight. And say it in a way that's like you feel confident about it. Like it's already done. You're already there. It's exactly what Neville Goddard says when he says, don't think of your desires, think from your desires. So think as if you already have your desires. What are the thoughts that you would have if you already had that thing? So your thoughts would be much different than what they currently are. And she made it so simple that I was like, oh, that's so cool. And the way that she describes like her success stories of how she grew her YouTube channel. And she kept saying, like, I make $1,000 a day, even though she didn't. She just kept saying it. I make $1,000 a day. People love my channel. And now she's up to like over 100,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. She's making probably way more than $1,000 a day. Like it was like a few months ago where she was like, oh, yeah, I'm already making $1,000 a day. So cool. So I tried her method. One of the things that blew my mind is I had knee pain in my right knee for years. It would come and go. Typically, if I was like going for a run, or sometimes if I walked too much. And then when I got into weightlifting, I couldn't really do like heavy weights with like squats and lunges. It would just bother my knee even more. And then I was always cautious about it, tried all these supplements to help with the like, like joint supplements and those kind of things. Um, Tried to change my diet a little bit. Still, it would just kind of come and go. And especially when I was weightlifting, it would kind of make it worse. I was like, oh, I can't lift as heavy as I want to because it's going to mess up my knee more. And then I was like, all right, let me try this affirmation thing. So I'm at the gym and lifting weights. And as my knee is hurting and I'm doing the squats, but I'm taking it easy, I'm saying, oh, my knee is 100% healed, even through the pain. My knee is 100% healed. It's 100% healed. My knee is 100% healed. And even as I was like, I'd go for a walk or just throughout the day, I wasn't too like crazy about it. I would just say, oh, my knee is 100% healed. It doesn't have pain anymore. It's 100% healed. I would just repeat, my knee is 100% healed. And no lie, 3 days went by and I noticed the pain reduced by like 50%. I was like, okay. And I kept going with it. My knee is 100% healed. My knee is 100% healed. And it wasn't like this was like a big manifestation that I was trying to do. It was just kind of like, oh, I'm experimenting with this. It was probably like a week and a half later, no pain. And it's been months and I still don't have the pain. Like nothing. I did nothing to change. I didn't take any other like supplements, wasn't taking any supplements at all, other than my regular multivitamin that I like to take every day. Didn't change anything in my diet. The only thing I changed was my thoughts, because my thoughts were always, oh, I'm worried about my knee. Oh, my knee pain. It limits me. I can't lift the weights. I changed those thoughts to my knee is 100% healed. My knee is 100% healed. It's 100% healed. I can squat. Actually, I don't, not squat. I could do the leg press machine because I don't like to do squats. Leg press machine, 200 pounds. And I think I've gotten to 210 pounds at my heaviest. No knee pain, like 12 full reps at 112 pounds, no knee pain. Before, I would do like 150 pounds and I would have knee pain through the whole thing. Blew my mind. So I was like, okay, let me try this with some other. Let me try this with I had like adult acne, like I always thought it was because I ate like too much sugar or chemicals in the food that we eat, just all kinds of things. Hold on, my dog is flipping out. He needs to go out. Be right back. So where was I? Adult acne. I decided to affirm my face is always clear. I always have clear skin. My face is always clear. Did not change anything in my diet. I still have sugar, still have caffeine, coffee, probably still chemicals in the food, whatever. I don't think you can avoid that. Even if you get like the organic stuff, it's just, you do what you can, right? It's just our modern day food supply, unfortunately. But I do my best. I try to eat healthy. And yeah, my skin, I mean, I'll get a little breakout here and there, but it was before it was, at least 5, 7 pimples a day that I was popping every night using those little patch things to put on them. So then I've had eczema on my right elbow. It would come up. I've had this for years, probably at least 10 years. It would come up and it would be like very itchy and raw. And I always thought, again, it was probably related to my diet. Maybe it is, but I would always go to the dermatologist. They would give me some kind of cream. I put the cream on. It would go away in a few days. I'd be good. And then a few months later, it would show up again. Same thing. Go to the dermatologist, get a prescription cream. You know the drill. So eczema flared up again, and it was very itchy. And I was like, well, I could go to the dermatologist, but let me try let me try and experiment with my mind. So I would affirm my elbow is 100% healed. My skin is always clear. It's 100% healed. The skin is always clear. And nothing really happened. It stayed for like months. And at one point it got even worse because I tried to take this like Chinese medicine supplement, and that made it worse, where I had seen reviews online that it helped a lot of people with their eczema. So I was like, you know what? No, don't do any supplements. Don't even put lotion on it, because I was also putting lotion on it. So I think that it helped like smooth the skin, but then it would still be itchy. So I was like, all right, no lotions, no supplements. We're just doing this with the mind. I had to lay it down for myself. So I would affirm it, probably every day, at least a few times a day. My skin is 100% healed. It's 100% healed. Even when it was itching and I was scratching it, oh, it's 100% healed. My skin is always clear. And then I also kind of tied in a visualization of me telling my friend Jody, because she also struggles with some eczema, and we had a discussion about it. So I had this visualization of me telling my friend Jody, hey, Jody, I cleared my eczema. I didn't change anything in my diet or put anything on it. I cleared it with my mind. And no lie, last week, I was on a call with Jody and I go, Jody, my eczema is gone. And wow, I'm really good at healing my body with just my mind. Blows my mind. Wow. And I didn't have to think about like what caused the eczema or why it was even there. Shh, famous. My dog hates the mailman. I got to manifest that away that it doesn't bother him. Anywho, so yeah, I didn't have to think about like why the eczema's there or do all this past trauma work and inner child healing. None of that. Just affirm what I wanted over and over as if it was already done. And it worked. 3 things: my knee, my face, and my elbow. And now I'm manifesting all kinds of other things consciously through affirmations. So it's really powerful. I recommend you give it a try. And there's things that I'm still manifesting, I'm still affirming. It's been months, but I know that it's because there's this thing that Neville Goddard calls like wavering. Like you keep going back and forth. Like I affirm that I want this thing, but I just have a habit of thought that it's this way. Like I'm taking in what my 3D reality is showing me. So it's a bit tricky. Some things are a little bit easier to manifest, other things not so much. Although I've been also affirming that I'm a powerful manifester, that I can manifest anything, that it comes quickly, it comes easily. Of course, I can manifest the things that I want. So it's all about just continuing to affirm and step into the version of you that is powerful. Like you can do anything, you can manifest anything. And I want to talk about in the next video when you manifest things that you didn't want, but you actually manifested even the bad things. And maybe you needed that bad thing in order to create the desire that you wanted. So I'll get into that in the next video.